Thumbnails for outdoor theme. How to make thumbnails like this in Photoshop in literally 5 minutes. In this video I will show you how to make the same price tags step by step, color correction, how to blur the background behind the cars, and how to save the thumbnail correctly. I will also leave a PSD of this thumbnail in my Telegram channel, the link to which will be in the attached comment. Car theme thumbnails should look more simple and more serious because they are designed for a more adult audience, but they are always exceptions, you need to remember that. So let's get started. Create a new project with the same settings I have. Today we're going to need literally one photo and some Photoshop magic. I'm going to add the photo to Photoshop and enlarge it a little bit. And then I'll separate the cars from the background to make them stand out better, blurring the background or something like that. The object selection tool is the best tool for this. I just click on a car, hold shift and select the other two cars. Then I select the lasso and holding shift select the rest, because a quick selection doesn't always do it perfectly, especially on a complex background. Select and mask, and I refine the selection a little bit. Don't forget to convert the layer to a smart object, because if I zoom in or out, the quality will be great. I select the layer with the background, filter, blur, Gaussian blur, value around 3 or 4. It's getting better, but that's not all. I create an empty layer and use a white brush to make a little glow. Some people do this glow with a yellow or blue color, for example. It often looks very messy and horrible, but it also gains a lot of views. I actually did it more neatly. It doesn't look bad, but I'm still going to keep the white color for now. To highlight the cars even more, I'll do a little color correction. Again, as usual, I'll make the image more contrasty, saturated and bright. Overall it looks better than without color correction. I'm going to remove this little shadow. I'll double click on the layer, thus entering the smart object. Select the area and do a fill. Ctrl+S, save and close the layer. I'm also going to create a selective color and change the hue a little bit, trying to make something nicer. Now I'm going to add a price tag over the cars. It's actually not that hard to do. And so with the arrow font, we're going to write the approximate price of the car at $7,000, white text color, and then using the rectangle tool create a small black rectangle, and you can add a white stroke. You can make the text color yellow, for example. I think it looks better that way. Basically this is already done, but you can still add a little glow from the text. Then in order not to create such a price tag again, I'll just select all layers, that is the bar, text and glow. To do this you need to press Ctrl and left click to select the necessary layers. Then I'll press Ctrl+J and duplicate those layers. Now I'll just change the price tag and enlarge the rectangle if needed. In the same way, duplicate the price tag again and change the price in the same way, and position the price tags more evenly so that one is not above and one is below. You can also place the price tags at an angle. I think it looks interesting. The price tag in the center can be made, for example, green, as if it were the best price. You also need to change the glow color. I'll just create it again. as I think orange glow looks worse than white glow. You could, for example, do some testing and see which thumbnail works better. Also, to make the cars stand out even more, you could add a little outlighting, but overall it's not necessary. I also decided to add the word action at the bottom of the thumbnail. Again, it's not necessary, but at least you can see how it would look. Same font, white text. Then convert the layer to a smart object so I can warp the text the way I want. I need to position the text so that it looks like it's written on the asphalt. I changed the blending mode and that's generally enough. I used the Ctrl plus Alt plus Shift plus E key combination to merge the layers into one. Then go to Filter Camera Raw. Here you can do whatever you want, but the main goal, as I said, is to make the photo more attractive. In my case, I add more contrast, saturation, texture, and so on. You can also change the hue a little bit and add some noise. You can also add more clarity with high pass. Then I changed the blending mode and the opacity of the layer. That's pretty much it, but if you want you can still tweak the thumbnail a bit more, but it won't affect the final result, and most likely no one will even notice it. To save the thumbnail you need to go to File, Export, Save for Web. Make the same setting as I did and save in the desired location. Don't forget you can get a PSD of this work in my Telegram channel.